Good morning, Divine Connection. Kathy and I are here in Styx River in southern Alabama, and as many of you know, we're on a trip that's going to include an RV rally next week, and then over into Florida to visit our son and his wife and our granddaughter, um, and just spend some time with them and enjoy their company. We were very fortunate on our way down here. Our first stop was over in East Texas, and we got to stop and visit some dear friends that many of you know, and that's Kevin and Carla. Um, in our conversation, Kevin just mentioned something that he had on his mind and offered it up, and I, of course, as usual, when I hear an idea like this, my mind just runs crazy, and I told him I was going to steal the idea. But he made the comment, or the observation, if you will, that um, as we talk about in many of our Divine Connection talks, we talk about the Christ within. The Christ lives within. God is within. And he made the comment that since Christ is within, Christ is somewhat like a prisoner. Christ feeds on what we feed Christ, just like a prisoner in a holding cell in a state prison. They're reliant on the keeper to feed them, to care for them. And Kevin just made the comment, or question, I guess would be a better way to say it. He questioned, what are we feeding Christ within? Now, obviously, we're not talking so much about the literal food that we take in, while that does play a part in our play a part in it, since the food we take in contributes to or detracts from our health, our well-being. Mainly what I heard him talking about was the thoughts that we have playing in our head. What thoughts are we feeding the Christ within? If we're feeding negativity, hardships, if we're feeding only the stuff that we see happening in the world around us, what benefit is that going to offer Christ? Now, obviously, Christ is perfect, 100%, not reliant on us at all. However, our experience of the Christ within is directly and massively affected by what we feed into it. If we're only feeding in negative, if we're only feeding in the chaos, the craziness of the happenings of the world, then our experience of the Christ within is jaded at best. At worst, it's completely blocked. So because of this conversation that we had with Kevin, it got me to thinking, what would happen if we turn this around and only fed good? Our experience of the Christ within would be opened. We would be more aware. We would benefit greatly because we would be open to receiving back from the Christ within. I offer this morning simply as thoughts for you to consider. How much more will you benefit from the experience of Christ within, the experience of God within, if you are feeding only good through your thought process into your soul, your inner being? How much more would you benefit? So challenge yourself. Give yourself an hour a day. Doesn't have to be all at one time, but commit to an hour a day where you sit and offer only good. See what you'll get back. See how open you'll be to receive the good and the love and the peace and the guidance of God and Christ. Try it out. It's something that I am committing to do for myself because I am guilty of not doing it. I'll report back in. I'll let you know how my experience with this is. I would love to hear from you and your experience with Him. So, as you do this, I invite you to leave comments in the comment section below. What is your experience of this? I also invite you to please, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, like this video, and then hit that bell, and that way you're notified of any notification of any new videos that are posted here. So once again, consider giving yourself the gift that you'll receive from the Christ within, from God within, as you feed good. So thanks for the consideration. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.